To all the participants, coaches, families, and all the other people watching the stream, giving their support, show us your love by reacting and popping by in the comment sections of the streams on Facebook and YouTube. For more announcements, stay tuned only in the official FB page of PSME-UPSU, and on with the show.
Welcome to the second day of BrainMEsh Inter-University,
I am Nico,
and I am Ken.
and we are your hosts for today. I've heard about BrainMesh quite some time ago, and I've always found it really interesting. Why don't you run us through with that and what this event is all about, Kuya Ken?
A brief background for our viewers who don't know yet. BrainMesh Inter-University is a nationwide mechanical engineering quiz show where teams of three will analyze and solve questions that will measure their knowledge in the field of mechanical engineering. These questions are designed to test their knowledge in different topics, ranging from basic engineering science to power plant engineering. The event aims to gauge the capability and academic excellence of mechanical engineering majors from different institutions and challenge themselves in competitive environments.
The way I see it, it seems that BrainMesh is a highly acclaimed event. May we now call on the BrainMesh Inter-University co-head for his opening remarks.
Good evening. On behalf of Philippine Society of Mechanical Engineers, University of the Philippines Student Unit, I would like to extend my gratitude to everyone for being with us here today. We appreciate your time and effort in participating in this year's BrainMesh Inter-University. I would also like to express my sincere appreciation to the organizing committee and to the board of directors who continuously make this event possible. To the people who are watching us live and supporting their respective schools and teams, to our respective judges, parents, professors, and especially to our beloved Quiz B participants, welcome. Most people say that there's nothing impossible for a mechanical engineer. Today, we prove that even more by making BrainMesh, Philippines' premier mechanical engineering students Quiz B, online. Taking the first step by joining this competition is already a huge feat. Staying strong despite the circumstances and continuing to push through is another success you all should be proud of. In the past week, we have witnessed the power and potential mechanical engineering students hold during the preliminary round. In the coming hours, we can't wait to see what you all have in store for the semis and finals. As BrainMesh comes to a near close, the competition gets stronger. PSME-UPSU believes in the capabilities of every student, but only one team will reign as the champion. Do you have what it takes to be this year's champion? Well, I won't make this any longer as I can feel everyone's excitement for today. Welcome to the semifinals and finals phase of BrainMesh Inter-University. Again, thank you for being with us today and good luck.
Thank you, Mr. John Kenneth Asuncion. And to recap, the preliminaries are already done, right?
That's right. The preliminaries transpired last March 26th through the platform's Discord and Canvas.
How do you think it all went?
Well, I can't say it went without a hitch. After all, online setups are always risky. But regardless of the issues, the students overcame the obstacles and gave their best. We are here today because of their students who made it through the first round. The names of the schools are as follows: Bataan Peninsula State University, Team 3; Bicol State College of Applied Sciences and Technology, Team 1; Bulacan State University, Team 1; Bulacan State University, Team 3; Camarines Norte State College, Team 1.
Additionally, Central Mindanao University Team 1, Mapua University Team 1, Technological Institute of the Philippines, Quezon City Team 1, Technological University of the Philippines, Manila Team 2, and Technological University of the Philippines, Taguig Team 3.
Now let us welcome our esteemed judges. Our first judge graduated BS Mechanical Engineering In St. Louis, he took his master's degree in mechanical engineering, majored in machine design in the University of the Philippines, Diliman. He also finished his PhD in engineering mechanics in the School of Mechanical and Aerospace Engineering in Nanyang Technological University in Singapore. He is currently an assistant professor and an industry liaison officer in University of Glasgow, Singapore. He is also a professional lecturer in UP Diliman and a consultant in Principia Engineering and Technology Center, Philippines. Let us welcome Dr. Christian N. Deli. Let's give them a round of applause.
Thank you. Our next judge graduated BS Mechanical Engineering in UP Diliman and is currently taking her master's degree in energy engineering in the same university. She is currently an instructor in the Department of Mechanical Engineering, UP Diliman. Let us welcome Engineer Jeda May Averilia. Let us give her a round of applause.
Thank you, judges. We will now move on to the contest proper.
Here are the mechanics for the semifinals phase. The team scores will start from 0, and all team members shall work as a group.
This phase will consist of 4 rounds: easy, average, difficult, and BrainMEsh. The easy round consists of 10 questions, the average and difficult rounds have 5 questions each, and the BrainMEsh round consists of 2 questions. Each question will be read twice by the quizmasters. The time allotments for each round are as follows: 15 seconds for the easy category, 30 for average, 60 for difficult, and 90 for the BrainMEsh round. Easy questions are worth 2 points each, average 3 points each, and difficult 5 points each. And of course, BrainMesh questions are worth 10 points.
Each member of the team should only have a clean scratch papers, a calculator, and a pen. Cell phones and other devices, excluding the device for the contest proper, are not allowed.
Each team will have a designated Discord voice channel with a flagman. Participants are required to turn on their microphones and cameras. The questions will be sent to a separate text channel.
Each question will be read twice by the quizmaster. Participants must visibly raise both hands up and not allowed to write until the quizmasters finish reading the question and say go.
Teams must present their answers to the monitor assigned to them before the time expires. The monitor will remind them of how much time is left.
Complete answers with 3 significant digits and with proper units must be written on each team's designated answer board. Wrong spelling is considered incorrect. Illegible writing will be considered incorrect upon the discretion of the judges. Answers written on the answer must only be erased once all of the team scores for a question have been tallied.
Participants must raise their contests if there are any before the next question is asked. Questions raised after will not be entertained. The judges' decisions are final.
The top 5 teams with the highest cumulative score after the brain mesh round will advance to the final phase. In case of ties, involved teams shall participate in the clincher round.
Let's begin. Nico.
Now we begin with the easy round. Question number 1. Ideal gas assumptions are least capable at blank. A. Low pressures and low temperatures. B. Low pressures and high temperatures. C. High pressures and low temperatures. Or D. High pressures and high temperatures. Again, question number 1. Ideal gas assumptions are least applicable at blank. A. Low pressures and low temperatures. B. Low pressures and high temperatures. C. High pressures and low temperatures. Or D. high pressures, and high temperatures. Go. Time's up. Let's now see what the correct answer is. The correct answer is letter C, high pressures and low temperatures. Team 1 answered B, incorrect. Team 2 answered A, incorrect. Team 3 answered B, incorrect. Team 4 answered C, correct. Team 5 answered B, incorrect. Team 6 answered C, correct. Team 7 answered A, incorrect. Team 8 answered C, correct. Team 9 answered B, incorrect. Lastly, Team 10, they answered C, correct. Let's now look at the scoreboard to see what the teams got.
Moving on to the next question, question number 2. How many support reactions can develop in rod A at the pinned frictionless collar in the diagram below? Assume 2 dimensions only. Again, how many support reactions can develop in rod A at the pinned frictionless collar in the diagram below? Assume 2 dimensions only. Go. Time's up. The correct answer is 1 support reaction. Let's see which teams got the correct answers. Team 1 answered 2, incorrect. Team 2 answered 2, incorrect. Team 3 answered 2 as well, incorrect. Team 4 answered 2, incorrect. Team 5 answered 1, correct. Team 6 answered 1, correct. Team 7 answered 1, also correct. Team 8 answered 2, incorrect. And Team 9 answered 1, correct. And finally, Team 10 answered 3, incorrect. Here is the tally of scores.
Moving on to question number 3. What is the main material added to stainless steel to prevent it from rusting? Again, question number 3. What is the main material added to stainless steel to prevent it from rusting? Go.
Guys, wala pang question.
Let's now look at the correct answer. The correct answer is chromium. Let's see which teams got the correct answer. Team 1 answered zinc, incorrect. Team 2 answered oil. Incorrect. Team 3 answered chromium. Correct. Team 4 also answered chromium. Correct. Team 5 answered alloy. Incorrect. Team 6 has no answer. Incorrect. Team 7 answered zinc. Incorrect. Team 8 answered alloy. Incorrect. Team 9 answered Ni or nickel. Incorrect. And Team 10 answered titanium. Incorrect. Now let's see the tally of the scores.
Moving on to question number 4. What is the surface velocity of a pulley 14 inches in diameter mounted on a shaft running at 120 RPM? Answer in feet per minute. Again, what is the surface velocity of a pulley 14 inches in diameter mounted on a shaft running at 120 RPM? Answer in feet per minute. Go. Time's up. The answer is 440 feet per minute. Let's see which teams got the answer correct. Team 1 answered 19 feet per minute. Incorrect. Team 2 answered 87 feet per minute. Incorrect. Team 3 answered 439 feet per minute. Incorrect. Team 4 answered 4.784 feet per minute. Incorrect. Team 5 answered 2.2. Incorrect. Team 6 answered 70 feet per minute. Incorrect. Team 7, no answer. No point. Team 8 answered 280 pi. Incorrect. Team 9 answered 240 pi. Incorrect. And finally, Team 10 answered 439.823. Incorrect. No team got the answer correctly for this round.
Question number 5. This type of energy resource can be considered as a form of solar energy because of the uneven heating on the surface of the Earth, in addition to the variation in the Earth's surface and the planet's rotation. Again, question number 5. This type of energy This type of energy resource can be considered as a form of solar energy because of the uneven heating on the surface of the Earth, in addition to the variation in the Earth's surface and the planet's rotation. Go. Let's see what the correct answer is. The correct answer is wind energy. Team 1 answered radiant energy. Incorrect. Team 2 answered geothermal. Incorrect. Team 3 answered thermal energy. Incorrect. Team 4 answered radiation energy. Incorrect. Team 5 answered heat energy. Incorrect. Team 6 answered gravitational potential energy. Incorrect. Team 7 answered friction. Incorrect. Team 8 answered radiation. Incorrect. Team 9 also answered radiation energy. Incorrect. And Team 10 answered radiation as well. Sadly, no teams got the correct answer this round.
Moving on to the next question, question number 6. What is the welding process where applied pressure and heating by means of an electric current are used to join two metal components? Again, what is the welding process where applied pressure and heating by means of an electric current are used to join two metal components? Go. Time is up. The correct answer is resistance welding. Let's see which teams got the answer correct. Arc welding is the answer of team 1, incorrect. Team 2 answered fabrication, incorrect. Team 3 answered brazing, incorrect. Team 4 answered gut welding, incorrect. Team 5 answered soldering, incorrect. Team 6 answered SMAU, incorrect. Team 7 answered arc welding, incorrect. Team 8 answered brazing, incorrect. Team 9 answered friction welding, correct. And Team 10 answered soldering, incorrect. Oh, sorry. Friction welding, incorrect. No team got the answer correctly for this round again.
Moving to the next question. Question number 7. A cylindrical workpiece of initial diameter 150 millimeters is being turned on a lathe. If the
Lathe.
cutting speed is 20 meters per minute, what is the rotational speed of the workpiece in RPM? Question number 7 again. A cylindrical workpiece of initial diameter 150 millimeters is being turned on in a lathe. If the cutting speed is 20 meters per minute, what is the rotational speed of the workpiece in RPM? Go. Time's up. Let's see what the correct answer is. The correct answer is 42.4 RPM. Team 1 does not have an answer. Incorrect. Team 2 answered 45.3. Incorrect. Team 3 answered 133. Incorrect. Team 4, no answer. Incorrect. Team 5 answered 3 RPM. Incorrect. Team 6 answered 133 RPM. Incorrect. Team 7, no answer. Incorrect. Team 8 answered 42.44 RPM. Team 9 answered no answer. Incorrect. And Team 10 answered 42.4. Because we don't have any units, we would consider the answer to be wrong. Let's see what the tally is. Teammate is also wrong because they did not answer the rule with saying they need to give an answer with three significant figures.
The next question, question 8. A subclass of the slider crank linkage. This mechanism is used to produce a reciprocating motion where the time taken for the forward stroke is greater than in the return stroke. Again, a subclass of the slider crank linkage. This mechanism is used to produce a reciprocating motion where the time taken for the forward stroke is greater than in the return stroke. Go.
So okay.
Time's up. The correct answer is quick return mechanism. Let's see which teams got the answer correctly. Moving to team 1, they answered rack gear. Incorrect. Team 2 answered nothing, no point. Team 3 answered Whitworth mechanism. Incorrect. Team 4 answered nothing, no point. Team 5 answered pulley. Incorrect. Team 6 answered 3. Incorrect. Team 7 answered cylindrical. Incorrect. Team 8 answered crank rocker. Incorrect. Team 9 answered nothing, no point. And Team 10 answered 4-bar linkage. Incorrect. See the tally of the scoreboard for this round.
Next question. What do you call the materials used in grinding that wear away parts of the workpiece by friction? Again, what do you call the materials used in grinding that wear away parts of the workpiece by friction? Go. Time's up. Let's see what the correct answer is. The correct answer is abrasives. Team 1 answered abrasive wheel.
Hello?
Are we going to consider that? No.
Ma'am Jeddah, should we consider abrasive wheel?
Uh, I think that abrasive lang. Kasi abrasive is a bit
Okay,
specific.
so according to the
But
judges,
let's hear from Sir Delia as well.
Yes, I'm here. I think that's abrasive wheel. You're speaking of specific one, right? Pero kung abrasive kasi is very general, which is being asked by the question. So I think I will go with Ma'am Jeddah.
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So abrasives tayo.
okay, so team 1 did not get the correct answer. Moving on to team 2, that has no answer as well. That has no answer, incorrect. Team 3, no answer as well, incorrect. Team 4 answered drill bit, incorrect. Team 5 answered broaching, Incorrect. Team 6 answered taper. Incorrect. Team 7 answered metal scrap. Incorrect. Team 8 answered grinder. Incorrect. Team 9 answered grinding wheel. Incorrect. And Team 10 also answered tool bit. Incorrect. Let's see what the scoreboards are at the moment.
Moving on to question 10. Blank consists of non-recurring expenses that are attributed to the shutting down of an operation. Again, blank consists of non-recurring expenses that are attributed to the shutting down of an operation. Go.
Capital.
15 seconds up. The correct answer is disposal cost. Let's see which teams got the correct answer. Team 1 answered none. No point. Team 2 answered none as well. No point. Team 3 answered losses. Incorrect. Team 4 answered switch. Incorrect. Team 5 answered none. No point. Team 6 answered none as well. No point. Team 7 answered interest. Incorrect. Team 8 answered mortgage. Incorrect. Team 9 answered capital. Incorrect. And Team 10 answered casualties. Incorrect. It seems no team has got the question correctly this round. So this is the tally of the scores for this entire round. Moving on to the average round. We now move on to the average round. Question number 1. A fuel pump is delivering 8 gallons per minute of oil with a specific gravity of 0.8 and the total head is 7.5 meters. How much energy does the pump consume in kJ per hour? Again, a fuel pump is delivering 8 gallons per minute of oil with a specific gravity of 0.8 and the total head is 7.5 m. How much energy does the pump consume in kJ per hour? Go.
Same. Okay. The stream hear us? Okay, no. No then. It's unfair. Timer's done.
Time's up. The correct answer is 107 kilojoules per hour. Let's see which teams got it correctly. Team 1 answered none. No point. Team 2 answered none. No point as well. Team 3 answered 6.42. Incorrect. Team 4 answered 761. Incorrect. Team 5 answered 0.75. Incorrect. Team 6 answered 107, which is correct. Team 7 answered none. And Team 8 answered none. Team 9 answered none. Team 10 answered 0.308, which is incorrect. Here's the scoreboard.
Next question. A distributed load is applied to a 6-meter beam. What is its equivalent concentrated load in Kn and the distance in m from the left of the beam? Where is it applied? Again, question number 2. A distributed load is applied to a 6-meter beam. What is its equivalent concentrated load in Kn and the distance in m from the left of the beam where it is applied? Go.
Seems like a hefty answer to a question to answer in 30 seconds.
Transition daw to mag-pause muna saglit.
Time is up. The
Time's
correct
up.
answer is
12.6 kN, 2.57 meters from the left of the beam. Let's see which teams got the correct answers. Team 1 answered 15 kN. Oh yeah, okay, sorry. Incorrect. Team 2 answered no answer. Incorrect. Team 3 answered 25.2 kN and 2 meters from the left. Incorrect. Team 4 answered 12.6 kN, 4.2 meters. Incorrect. Whoa. Team 5 answered 2.4 kN per meter. Incorrect. Team 6 answered 11.4 kilonewton. Incorrect. Team 7 answered 54/5. Incorrect. Team 8 answered 5.4 kilonewton meter. Incorrect. Team 9 has no answer. Incorrect. And Team 7 answered 0.7 kilonewton. Also incorrect.
moving on to question 3. The following data are obtained from a certain function f of x. Use the given data to get the approximate value of f double prime O and f double prime of 4. Values are given in the table below. Again, the following data are obtained from a certain function f of x. Use the given data to get the approximate value of f double prime of O and f double prime of 4. Go. Time's up.
Time.
The correct answer is f double prime of O is equal to negative 5/4, while f double prime of 4 is equal to 0. Let's see which teams got the correct answer. Team 1 answered y is equal to x plus 3. Incorrect. Team 2 answered nothing. No point. Team 3 answered 3.25 and 4.75, which is incorrect. Team 4 answered 0.171, incorrect. Team 5 answered 1, incorrect. Team 6 answered 1.0, incorrect.
Actually, no. You just need one. They need to get both ata.
Mhm. Team 7 answered f double prime of 0 is equal to 0, while f double prime of 4 is equal to 4. Incorrect. Team answered 8 and 12, incorrect. While team 9 answered 0 and 2, which is incorrect. And finally, team 10 answered 1, which is incorrect. No team got the question correctly for this round.
Damn, bro, I know, right? Moving on to the next question. Question number 4. Two layers of material are placed in between hot and cold regions as shown below. The thermal conductivities of material 1 and 2 are 55, what's that? Are 55 watts per meter Kelvin and 122 watts per meter Kelvin respectively. If the rate of heat transfer from the hot region to the cold region is 80 watts, what is the temperature at the boundary of the two materials? Assume one-dimensional heat transfer and disregard radiation. Write your answer in at least 3 significant figures. Again, question number 4. Two layers of material are placed in between hot and cold regions, as shown below. The thermal conductivities of materials 1 and 2 are 55 watts per meter Kelvin and 122 watts per meter Kelvin, respectively. If the rate of heat transfer from the hot region to the cold region is 80 watts, what is the temperature at the boundary of the two materials? Assume one-dimensional heat transfer and disregard radiation. Write your answer in at least 3 significant figures. Go. Alright. Time's up. Let's see what the correct answer is. The correct answer is 31.6 degrees Celsius. Oh no. Team 1 has no answer. Incorrect. Team 2 answered 0.150 meters. Incorrect. Yeah. Team 3 answered 31.6 degrees Celsius. Correct. Wow. Team 4 answered 35 degrees Celsius. Incorrect. Team 5 answered 83.9 Celsius. Incorrect. Team 6 answered 49.7 degrees Celsius. Incorrect. Team 7 has no answer. Incorrect. Team 8 has no answer. Incorrect. Team 9 does not have an answer. Incorrect. And Team 10 answered 31.575, but we would consider that incorrect because they did not follow the three significant figure rule. And they also don't have units.
Question number 5. An air vapor mixture was measured to have a humidity ratio of W is equal to 0.015 and a dry bulb temperature of 30 degrees Celsius. If the total pressure of air vapor mixture is 90 kilopascals, what is the specific volume of the mixture? R of air is equal to 0.287 kilojoules over kilograms Kelvin. Hint, W is equal to 0.622 PV over T minus PV. Again, an air vapor mixture was measured to have a humidity ratio of W 0.015 kilograms over kilograms and a dry bulb temperature of 30 degrees Celsius. The total pressure of the air vapor mixture is 90 kilopascals. What is the specific volume of the mixture? Noted that R of air is equal to 0.287 kilojoules over kilograms Kelvin. And the hint is omega is equal to 0.622 PV over P minus PV. Go.
Oh my god, it's so stressful.
Time's up. The correct answer is 0.990 meters cubed over kilogram. Let's see which teams got it correctly. Team 1 answered 0.113 kilograms over meter cubed. Incorrect. Team 2 answered 0.241. Incorrect. Team 3 answered 41 meter cube over kilogram. Incorrect. Team 4 answered none. No point. Team 5 answered 0.249. Incorrect. Team 6 answered none. No point. Team 7 answered 0.0957. Incorrect. Team 8 answered 0.631 meter cube over kilogram. Incorrect. Team 9 answered 0.966 meter cube over kilogram. Close, but no, incorrect. And Team 10 answered 0.966 meter cube over kilogram as well, also incorrect. Let's see the tally of the scores for the teams for this round.
Okay, so
Well,
that was a
that
very
was
wild, easy,
that
and
was
average round.
let me be candid here. Even I was
Yeah,
surprised
the
with the
questions were
question.
mind-boggling.
I, the easy questions did not seem easy at all.
Yeah, I know, right?
I mean, reading through most of the questions, I was wondering, how are you supposed to answer these in less than 30 seconds?
I
15
mean,
seconds.
Just reading the questions is very difficult already. How about those who are answering it?
Well, I mean, to be fair, we're supposed to know that, but we're just rusty, you know.
Yeah.
we're just.
So
Well, I mean, we're juggling a lot of things, so right now we're sort of brain dead. But most of them are really.
everyone's stressed and drained.
I mean, for me, they seem hard. What about you, Nico?
That I'm just it's the questions are like fresh to me because I'm not yet experienced in these topics. Uh,
Ah,
it's nice
the
to
first
know some
year.
stuff. Yeah. I'm
I mean, well, I'm nearing third year, so I'm supposed to know these, like a lot of these, but I'm afraid that I don't. Ma'am Jeddah, Ma'am Jeddah, t- talk to us about the questions. Well, what do you think about them, or give us your thoughts?
To be fair, mukhang mahirap naman talaga yung mga questions given the limited time. But then again, this is BrainMEsh, so it's quite expected. And feeling ko medyo nasanay na ako sa level of difficulty having to, organize and host this event for the past 2 years. So, and heads up na lang din siguro, mas mahirap pa yung mga problems na solve ninyo in college. Good luck.
What about you, Sir Delia? Are you there? Can you give us your thoughts about the problems and maybe tips on how we should approach these types of questions if we're just fairly new and panicky? Sir Delia? Hello? Oh,
already. Let's move on to the difficult round. Okay, let's move on to the difficult round. Question number 1. Solve for y of x given that y prime is equal to x plus xy and y of 0 is equal to 2. Again, solve for y of x given that y prime equals x plus y plus xy and y of 0 equals 2. Go.
should we be able to solve this? But I'm not in the right mindset to solve this.
Wala bang sound sa stream habang nagsasagot? Time's up. Let's see what teams. Let's see what the correct answer is. The correct answer is y of x equals 3e raised to the power of x squared over 2 minus 1. Let's see which teams got the correct answers. Team 1 answered incorrectly. Team 2. Team 2 also answered incorrectly. Team 3 also answered incorrectly. Team 4 answered incorrectly. Team 5 answered 6, incorrect. Team 6 answered 4, incorrect. Team 7 answered 4, incorrect. Team 8 answered 0, incorrect. Team 9 answered 4 over x squared, incorrect. And Team 10 answered 1, incorrect. Let's see scoreboard.
Moving on, question 2. A standard vapor compression system using R134A is used to cool a room such that the evaporator and condenser pressures are 0.25 megapascals and 1.25 megapascals respectively. If the compressor's isentropic efficiency is 72% and the refrigerant mass flow is 0.2 kilograms per second, what is the rate of work of the compressor in kilowatts? A standard vapor compression system using R134A is used to cool a room such that the evaporator and condenser pressures are 0.25 megapascals and 1.25 megapascals respectively. If the compressor's isentropic efficiency is 72% and the refrigerant mass flow is 0.2 kilograms per second, what is the rate of work of the compressor in kilowatts? Go. Time's up. The correct answer is 9.32 kilowatts. Let's see which teams got the correct answer. Team 1 answered 26.7 kilowatts, incorrect. Team 2 answered none, no point. Team 3 answered 10.9 kilowatt, incorrect. Team 4 answered 28.3 kilowatts, incorrect. Team 5 answered 3.43, incorrect. Team 6 answered none, no point. Team 7 answered 5.316 kilowatts, incorrect. Team 8 answered 5.66 kilowatt, incorrect. Team 9 answered 32 kilowatts, incorrect. And Team 10 answered 29.5 kilowatts, incorrect. It seems no team got the question correctly.
Wait, okay.
Question 3. Find both the real and reactive power consumed by the RLC circuit below given that the AC source has an RMS voltage of 180 volts and a frequency of 60 Hz. Again, find both the real and reactive power consumed by the RLC circuit below, given that the AC source has an RMS voltage of 180 volts and a frequency of 60 Hz. Go.
I'm good, good, good.
Time's up. The correct answer is P is equal to 1.74 watts, Q is equal to 50.1 bars. Let's see which teams got the answer correctly. Team 1 answered 3 watts and 1.5 watts. Incorrect. Team 2 answered none. Incorrect. Team 3 answered 25.6 watts and 12.5 watts. Incorrect. Team 4 answered 162 watts. Incorrect. Team 5 answered none. Incorrect. Team 6 answered 200 watts. Incorrect. Team 7 answered nothing. No point. Moving on to Team 8. No answer as well. No point. Team 9 answered 6,480 kilowatts and 520 kilovolts. Incorrect. And Team 10 answered 36,000 watts. Incorrect. Here's the scoreboard for all the teams.
Moving on to the next question. Called blank, this power overcomes the rolling resistance which arises from the friction of the tires and the aerodynamic drag of the vehicle. Again, called blank, this power overcomes the rolling resistance which arises from the friction of the tires and the aerodynamic drag of the vehicle. Go. Time's up. Let's see what the correct answer is. The correct answer is road load power. Let's see which teams got the correct answer. Team 1 answered moment of inertia. Incorrect. Team 2 answered brakes. Incorrect. Team 4 answered drag. Incorrect. Team 3 answered drag. Incorrect. Team 4 answered tipping. Incorrect. Team 5 answered wheel and axle. Incorrect. Team 6 answered brake power. Incorrect. Team 7 answered brake. Incorrect. Team 8 answered kinetic. Incorrect. Team 9 answered brake power. Incorrect. Team 10 also answered brake power. Incorrect. Let's see the scoreboard. So nice.
Question number 5. A turbine is to operate at 360 RPM under a net head of 400 meters. If a single 15 centimeter diameter water jet is used, find the required pitch diameter of the wheel, assuming flow coefficient of 0.40. The turbine is to operate at 360 RPM under a net head of 400 meters. If a single 15 centimeter diameter water jet is used, find the required pitch diameter of the wheel, assuming flow coefficient of 0.40. Go. Time's up. The correct answer is 1.88 meters. Let's see which teams got the answer correctly. Team 1 answered 24 cm. Incorrect. Team 2 answered nothing. No point. Team 3 answered 1.88 meters. Correct. Team 4 answered 7 cm. Incorrect. Team 5 answered 13.5 meters. Incorrect. Team 6 answered 3 cm. Incorrect. Team 7 answered 7.42 cm. Incorrect. Team 8 answered 7.67 cm. Incorrect. Team 9 answered 1.7 meters. Incorrect. Team 10 answered 360 centimeters. Incorrect. Now let's see the tally of the scores.
One team got the correct answer.
It seems that Team 6 and Team 7 have tied for second place with team number 4, MU Team 1, CNSU Team 1, and Bulsu Team 3 have tied for second place. So it seems we're gonna have to move on to the clincher rounds.
Yeah.
While we were
Have
organizing
a
the
tie
PowerPoints
between
and
the two.
publications for this, we thought, we weren't really gonna push for the clincher rounds. I thought to myself, I don't have to.
Don't we have the brain mesh round pa
I'm sorry,
before
brain.
the clincher round? Yeah.
Oops. Okay, my bad. Sorry, brain fart.
Total zero.
All right, so we're gonna have to move
I think
on to the brainless round. They're still preparing the
so.
PowerPoints.
There's still another round more difficult than this difficult round.
I
We're
know,
in
right?
almost no team. I mean, almost everyone did not get an answer.
In a lot of questions, and props
Yeah.
to them for getting some questions correctly, some hard ones. Surprisingly, you know, it gets harder and harder. So, it makes you think, what does the brainless round have in store for us?
Yeah. I mean, is this even for college? Is this even for college students, or is this like with the masters? Yeah.
I mean, maybe it's easy for some people. Maybe it's not just
Y-
us.
Yeah, there'll be like a big brain people here later.
Yeah.
I
It
think
seems we're allowed to move on to the next round. Nico, take it away.
okay, so now for the brain mesh round. Question number 1. A wooden cube with side length L equals 2 meters and a specific gravity of zero point 0.5 is floating on water. A nudge causes the cube to be displaced vertically by a small amount x, as seen in the diagram below. Assuming it undergoes simple harmonic motion, what is the frequency of oscillations of the cube? Again, a wooden cube with side length L equals 2.0 m and a specific gravity of zero point 0.5 is floating on water. A nudge causes the cube to be displaced vertically by a small amount x, as seen in the diagram. Assuming it undergoes simple harmonic motion, what is the frequency of oscillations of the cube? Go.
Will 1 minute and 30 seconds be enough for these questions? We'll find out after the time expires. After 5 seconds. Ten seconds left.
Time's
Time
up.
is up.
Let's see what the correct answer is. The correct answer is 0.498 hertz. Team 1 answered 0.109 hertz. Incorrect. Team 2 has no answer. Incorrect. Team 3 answered 80.2 rad per second. Incorrect. Team 4 answered 2.50 times 10 raised to negative 4 per second. Incorrect. Team 5 answered 1.88 meters. Incorrect. Team 6 answered 2 hertz. Incorrect. Team 7 answered 1 hertz. Incorrect. Team 8 answered 2.52 hertz. Incorrect. Team 9 answered 0.705 hertz. Incorrect. And Team 10 answered 1.50 hertz. Incorrect. Let's see the scoreboard. No teams got the correct answer.
Moving on to question 2. In the following mechanism, gear 2 rotates at 60 RPM in the direction shown. Determine the speed and direction of gear 12. Again, in the following mechanism, gear 2 rotates at 60 RPM in the direction shown. Determine the speed and direction of gear 12.
Go.
I thought yes. Not gonna say you wanted to pay me.
Was made by a pro. Yes,
Per seconds.
This question, by the way, was brought to you by Mr. Jericho Manalo
please
from
add him.
UP Diliman. He wanted to make it. Shout out to him. Thank you for giving us these. Thank you for giving us this wonderful question. Single, by the way. Anyway, time's up. the, the correct answer is 9.52 RPM clockwise. So which teams got the correct answer? Team 1 answered 60 RPM counterclockwise. Incorrect. Team 2 answered nothing. No point. Team 3 answered 19 RPM clockwise. Incorrect. Team 4 answered 20
Up,
RPM
up, up. Ay, nung
counterclockwise.
whiteboard. Ay, whiteboard. White paper.
Incorrect. Team 5 answered 22.1 RPM west. Incorrect. Team 6 answered 189 RPM clockwise. Incorrect. Team 7 answered 3.15 counterclockwise. Incorrect. Team 8 answered 1.05 RPM clockwise. Incorrect. Team 9 answered 40 RPM clockwise. Incorrect. Team 10 answered 30 RPM counterclockwise. Incorrect. It seems that no team got this question correctly. Mr.
Let's
Jericho
see the
Manalo,
scoreboard. So
what a brutal one. Here's the scoreboard.
looking at the scoreboard, we can see that two teams have tied for second place.
This time
Those
three,
teams
three
are
teams actually.
oh th- three teams. Sorry, these teams are Bulsu Team 3, CMU Team, CNSC Team 1, and MU Team 1. So with that, we need to conduct a clincher round to break the tie.
Yep. Oh, for real na this time. For real. For real. No clincher? Okay. 1 to 5. Sorry.
Okay, so we
Keep
don't need
getting-
a clincher round.
I keep getting these things wrong. I'm not paying attention. Team, the last question really wasn't forgiving. Some of the teams were close, like getting
Yeah.
coming up to like half, like if I'm
Yeah,
really
they got the clockwise correctly.
or like 19 point something, 19
Yeah.
something. Like divide by two, you're close.
I think these questions are like brain mesh questions, but the other ones,
Absolutely.
I mean, I think they're also brain mesh questions. They were misplaced in that category.
Anyway, so it seems we're gonna have to wrap up for a few minutes, and we will be taking a 15-minute break. So stay tuned, and we'll be back soon. Bye.
Bye bye.
And we're back. So now we're gonna move on to the final space. We will now proceed to the final phase. The following teams have advanced to this last phase. Bicol State College of Applied Sciences and Technology, Team 1. Bulacan State University, Team 1. Bulacan State University, Team 3. Camarines Norte State College, Team 1. And Technological University of the Philippines, Taguig, Team 3.
The mechanics for the finals phase are as follows. Team scores will start from 0, and all team members shall work as a group. There will be 15 categories displayed on the screen, only 10 of which would be selected. Each team will take turns in choosing a category and difficulty. The difficult question will be worth 1 point each, while the BrainMEsh questions will be worth 2 points each. The time allotment for all questions will be 100 seconds each.
Likewise, the finals phase will be conducted through Discord. The questions will also be sent to the designated text channel.
Each team will have a separate Discord voice channel with a monitor or flagman. The team members are allowed to discuss among themselves the answer to the question and will be allowed to use an application like Paint or Word to show each of their solutions.
The quiz master will read the questions twice. The participants may only start answering after the quiz master says go. The teams are given 100 seconds to solve the problem. The time will only start after the second reading.
The team representative will send their answer to the designated text channel. The first team to get the correct answer will get the points for that question.
Each team is only allowed to answer the current question once. If the first team got the wrong answer, the remaining teams will each be given one chance to steal. If all teams fail to answer the current question correctly, They will be given another round to try to answer the question until the time expires.
The total score phase shall determine the champion, first runner-up, and runner-up. In case of a tie, the involved teams will break the tie by randomly choosing a question from the pool. Same mechanics will apply, except that the first team to give a correct answer will be awarded the position for which the question was conducted.
Teams who fail to follow these rules will be refrained from answering the next question. Moving on
And
to the
now we move
contest
on.
proper.
We begin with the first category. Team 1 is awarded the first pick. Let's wait for their category. So there are a lot of
BrainMesh
categories
internal
here.
combustion engines.
Okay, so team 1 chose brain mesh. A difficulty. The topic is internal combustion engines. ICE. Brain mesh. Okay, for their question, which among the choices is the PV diagram for an ideal unthrottled constant pressure combustion cycle? Again, which among the choices is the PV diagram for an ideal unthrottled constant pressure combustion cycle? Go.
Ram, Ram. Ipan mo sa kanila.
Someone got the correct answer, and that is CNSC Team 1.
Moving on to the next question. Team, the next team will be given the pick. Team 3 will choose which topic to go for.
BrainMesh Thermodynamics.
Team 3 chose BrainMesh, Thermodynamics. Bulsu chose. Topic is thermodynamics. The refrigerant 22 system below has a refrigerating capacity of 180 kilowatts at a temperature of negative 30 degrees Celsius. The vapor from the evaporator is pumped by the low stage compressor into an intercooler at 600 kilopascals with no removal of flash gas. The high state compressor pumps the saturated vapor to the condenser at 1500 kilopascals. Given the enthalpy values of each of the states, determine the COP of the refrigeration system in at least three significant figures. Again, the refrigerant 22 system below has a refrigerating capacity of 100 kilowatts at a temperature of negative 30 degrees Celsius. The vapor from the evaporator is pumped by the low stage compressor into an intercooler at 600 kilopascals with no removal of flash gas. The high stage compressor pumps the saturated vapor to the condenser at 1500 kilopascals. Given the enthalpy values at each of the states, determine the COP of the refrigeration system in at least three significant figures. Go. CO.
Last 10 seconds. Time's up.
The correct answer is 2.55. Which teams got this answer correct? No one got this question correctly.
Moving on to the next category. Team 3, Bulso 3. Please choose the next.
Fluid machinery, brain mesh.
Okay, so Team 3 chose the topic of fluid machinery brain mesh difficulty. For the question is, a water pipe narrows at point A. The inlet static pressure and velocity are 50 kilopascal and 1.4 meters per second respectively. If the vapor pressure of water is 4 kilopascal, what is the maximum ratio of the two diameters, dA over dI, such that the water does not experience cavitation at point A? Assume in viscid fluid, use use P water equals 1000 kilograms per meters cube. Rho. Okay. Again, a water pipe narrows at point A. The inlet static pressure and velocity are 50 kilopascal and 1.4 meters per second respectively. If the vapor pressure of water is 4 kilopascal, what is the maximum ratio of the two diameters, dA over dI? such that the water does not experience cavitation at point A. Assume that in viscid fluid, use raw water equals 1000 kilograms per meters cube. Go. Time's up. Let's see what the correct answer is. The correct answer is 0.380. Did any teams get the correct answer? No one got the correct answer.
It seems the brain mesh rounds are really taking a toll on us, on our students. Anyway, moving on to the next question. CNSC 1, Team 1 has the next pick.
Mathematics brain mesh.
They chose BrainMesh Mathematics. The question is, solve for y of x given that y double prime minus 7y prime plus 12y is equal to 0, that y of 0 is equal to 2, and y prime of 0 is equal to 5. Again, solve for y of x given that y double prime minus 7y prime plus 12y is equal to 0, given that y of 0 is equal to 2, and y prime of 0 is equal to 5. Go. Bull 2, Team 1 got this correctly. Wow. Good. This is not second on the clock. The answer is 3. 5x plus 3 of e raised to 3x minus e raised to 4.
Wow. Next team, please choose the category. Team 5, TUPT, Team 3.
IC engine difficult.
Okay, so they chose internal combustion engines difficult. The question is, blank are organic compounds that consist of single bonded open chain saturated hydrocarbon molecules, i.e., no more hydrogen can be added. For the larger molecules, straight chain and branched chain configurations exist. Examples are methane CH4, ethane C2H8, and propane C3H8. Again, blank are organic compounds that consist of single bonded open chain saturated hydrocarbon molecules, i.e., no more hydrogen can be added. For the larger molecules, straight chain and branched chain configurations exist. Examples are methane CH4, ethane C2H8, and propane C3H8. Go. Somebody got the correct answer.
Another Butsu team got it correctly.
The correct answer is alkanes.
Moving on to the next question.
Yeah.
Biscast
Team 1,
is
please
to choose
choose.
the next pick, the next topic. Reminder, please raise your hands before the quizmaster says go. Biscast?
Engineering Sciences BrainMEsh.
Biscast shows engineering sciences for BrainMesh. The question is, given the graph below, determine the magnitudes of the resultant internal loadings at point O. Assume that the weight of the beam is negligible. Again, determine the magnitudes of the resultant internal loadings at point O. Assume that the weight of the beam is negligible. Go. correctly? Let's see. The answer is F of FO effects is 2.82 kilonewtons. F of Y is 9.88 kilonewtons. And MO is 31.8 kilonewton meter. It seems no one got the question correctly.
Next team, please choose the next category. While they're choosing, why don't we look at the scoreboard first?
Engineering economy.
Okay, so they chose already. So they chose engineering economy difficult. The question is, in the design of a new Philippine, the following mutually exclusive alternatives are under consideration. Assume that the minimum acceptable rate of return is 15%. What alternative is the best, and what is its equivalent present first? Again, in the design of a new facility, the following mutually exclusive alternatives are under consideration. Assume that the minimum acceptable rate of return is 15%. What alternative is the best, and what is its equivalent present first? Go. Time's up. Let's see if a team got the correct answer. Okay, it seems that no one got the correct answer, but the correct answer is alternative 2 is the best with a present value of 24,949 pesos. Let's see the scoreboard. Okay, so it seems that there are two teams that tied for first place and two teams that tied for the fourth place.
Fluid machinery difficult.
Okay, so the next.
Sorry. Fluid machinery. From the word bank below, identify the four indicated parts. A, B, C, and D of the centrifugal pump in the illustration? Again, from the word bank below, identify the four indicated parts A, B, C, and D of the centrifugal pump in the illustration. Go. Reminder for everyone, please refrain or do not type and solve until the quizmaster says go. Time's up. Let's see if any team got this question correctly. So the answers are A, volute casing, B, suction nozzle, C, bearing, and D, impeller. Did any team get this correctly? Let's see. Nobody got it correctly. It seems that the finals round are really difficult. And BrainMEsh.
Thermo difficult.
Thermodynamics, difficult. The question is, a closed rigid tank is filled with 1.5 kilograms of a gas that can be modeled as an ideal gas with C of V 0.717 kilojoules over kilogram Kelvin. Initially, the gas had a temperature of 300 Kelvin and a pressure of 500 kilopascals. Electrical power with the current of 2 amps is supplied to the tank for 5 minutes, causing the gas to reach a pressure of 700 kilopascals. What is the voltage of the source? Again, a closed rigid tank is filled with 1.5 kilograms of a gas that can be modeled as an ideal gas with CV of 0.717 kilojoules over kilogram Kelvin. Initially, the gas had a temperature of 300 Kelvin and a pressure of 500 kilopascals. Electrical power with the current of 2 amps is supplied to the tank for 5 minutes, causing the gas to reach a pressure of 700 kilopascals. What is the voltage of the source? Go. Last 5 seconds. Time's up. The answer is 215 volts. Did anyone get this correctly? We'll see. It seems somebody got it correctly. Which team was this? The facilitators are confirming. The answer is void. Which team? No one got this correctly. Or no one went first here. Moving on to the next question.
The next team, please choose the next category.
The last category.
The last category.
Engineering Sciences 1, difficult.
Okay, so they chose Engineering Sciences 1. Difficult. The question is, in the system below, what must be the value of K in terms of C and M such that the system is critically damped? Again, in the system below, what must be the value of K in terms of C and M such that the system is critically damped? Go.
Sleep for a moment. CMSC won in the celebration. No.
Time's up. Did anyone get the correct answer? The correct answer PC squared over 52m or 0.0577 c squared over m. So no one got it. Let's check the scoreboard. Okay, so the scoreboard shows that two teams have tied for first place. That they are Bolso Team 1 and CNSC Team 1. So we are going to continue with A clincher round.
It seems we're gonna have to take maybe a short break to confirm, and um, yeah, we'll be taking a short break to sort out and prepare the PowerPoints for the clincher round. Finally, we get to use the hubs that I worked so hard to do. Just 5 minutes will be given for this break. See you in a bit.
And here we are for the clincher round. As for the clincher round, we have teams Bulsu 1 and CNSC 1 tied up for first place. They will be they will now have a battle with fast-paced questions, and they will be proceeding to the clincher round with a total of 0 scores once again.
We will have to pause to accommodate one of the Bulsu contestants who have disconnected. Clincher round. Finally, we're getting close to the end of BMU.
Yeah.
I was rooting for some teams. Of course.
Okay, so he's
All right.
back.
The contestant is back. Anyway, as we were saying, we will be proceeding to the clincher rounds to settle the score. And please take your places as we proceed to the clincher round. We will explain the mechanics.
Okay, so the questions will be read twice and will also be sent in a separate text channel. Each question is to be answered for 30 seconds.
Only the final answer should be sent in the text channel. You may use the given scratch papers for your computations. Wrong spelling is considered incorrect. Illegible writing will be considered incorrect upon the discretion of the judges.
The team's answers must be sent in a designated text channel. The first team to get the correct answer will be the winner. Each team is only allowed to try answering the current question once. If the first team got the wrong answer, the remaining teams will be given one chance to steal. If all or both teams fail to answer the current question, all or both teams will be given another chance to answer the question until the time expires.
Let's begin.
Okay, so question 1 for clincher round. At steady state, liquid water enters a valve at 180 degrees Celsius, 2000 kilopascal, and undergoes a throttling process, exiting the valve at 400 kilopascals. Determine the specific entropy generated in the process. Values from the steam tables are given below. Again, at steady state, liquid water enters a valve at 180 degrees Celsius, 2000 kilopascal, and undergoes a throttling process, exiting the valve at 400 kilopascal. Determine the specific entropy generated in the process. Values from the steam tables are given below. Go. Time's up. Okay, so let's see what the correct answer is. The correct answer is 0.02 kilojoules per kilogram
Oh,
Kelvin.
it seems no team got it correctly. Moving on to question 2. A metal sphere is radiating heat into its surroundings. If the circumference of the sphere is tripled and all the other factors remain constant, the rate of heat transfer by radiation into the surroundings blank. A. Decreases by a factor of 3. B. Increases by a factor of 3. C. Increases by a factor of 9. And D. Increases by a factor of 27. Again, a metal sphere is radiating heat into its surroundings. If the circumference of the sphere is tripled and all the other factors remain constant, the rate of heat transfer by radiation into surroundings blank. A. Decreases by a factor of 3. B. Increases by a factor of 3. C. Increases by a factor of 9. And D. Increases by a factor of 27. Go. Fast-paced bullet speed question and answer.
Oh shit.
Also seems to be celebrating. Let's see. The answer is letter C. Those who team 1 got it correctly. It seems they win for the clincher round. So Bolsu, if I'm not mistaken, is first place. And CNSC will be in second place.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Bolsu Team 1 and CNSC Team 1.
So that concludes the clincher round and the contest proper. Oh, so okay, so finally, after a lot of questions, finally. Finally, after so many questions, we finally got a champion.
So again, let's look at the scoreboard. The teams that won are Bolsu Team 1, CNSC Team 1, and the third placer, which is Bolsu Team 3. Congratulations to these teams for earning their spot in the top 3. They're considered winners of this year's BrainMEsh Inter-University. Congratulations to you guys. We will be providing the certificates and awarding them to the contestants in a bit. So, now that we're done with all of these questions, how do you think? What do you think, Nico? would be
Being the one that reads the question, and I'm really not the one answering it. I felt a lot of pressure, and it was very difficult. So that's the only thing. I mean, we really did say that BrainMesh is a very prestigious contest, and I think the difficulty of the questions really did speak for themselves.
Yep. I mean, props to all of the teams for participating and giving their best, even if for many consecutive rounds, almost like no team would get answers. So it's props to them for giving it their all and just battling it out, even way till the end in the clincher rounds.
Yeah.
So, Ma'am Jeddah, what do you think? How do you, what's your comment on every team's performance, and you know give us give us your thoughts about your experience on previous brain meshes.
Um, hindi ko sure. Yes, hindi sure. Medyo shocked lang ako sa nangyari sa brain mesh sa finals round kasi nga halos walang masyadong nakukuhang answers. But then again, I think it really boils down sa time pressure since konting time lang yung binibigay sa kanila, and it's still pandemic, so 'di ba ang hirap-hirap mag-process ng mga bagay-bagay ngayon. And mukhang pinaghirapan naman din nila yung pagkakapanalo, so congratulations sa mga nanalo today.
So do you think yung questions for a brain mesh series masyadong mahirap or sakto? Based on your standards, maybe as a previous organizer.
I think sakto lang siya. Kaya siyang i-solve, and what makes it difficult is iniklian yung time, which makes it normal lang since naman to it's a quiz show kumbaga. So I think it's just fair.
Would you have fared really well? Like, if you were to think back, like in your college years, do you think like you would get to the top something in BrainMesh if ever you were to answer?
Feeling ko magpapanik muna ako ng mga 30 seconds tapos time's up na.
Oh, that's natural. That's understandable. Thank you, Ma'am Jeddah, for your thoughts.
Thank you. Welcome.
Really surprising turn of events. Ram, come on in. Our resident foggy, Ram Piamon should show up. Yeah.
Wow.
I'll check the screen. Si Ram Piamonte lagi yung mga hinahanap ng mga tao.
Single po yan.
Saan man ako mapunta. So as a man who was working on, not sure. All right, so Ram, as a man working behind the scenes, and also as the man of the hour who made Enemy FC and BrainMesh possible, what do you think? How is our online setup? And give us your thoughts. Well, you're technically ahead, but actually not like even even just the facilitators actually. Most of us are doing the talk here, but actually, if you look at it, the facilitators are doing the heavy lifting, in
Yeah,
making the program possible. Yeah,
they're handling the participants and all, and
like
they're serving as the bridge for the participants and us hosts.
yeah.
Oh
Like
yeah, yeah. Of course,
you
ma'am.
could get rid of us both. It'll be fine. Okay, Ram. Apparently, Ram isn't being heard. But uh, yeah, Ma'am Jada, can you come back and give your thoughts about how we organized today's event? Ma'am Jada, give us your thoughts on this time on how we pulled off this event. If you know it's passable or Ram. Yeah, give a spotlight to Ma'am Jada and you. But no, actually, before that, I actually want to give like a huge shout out to all of our facilitators, especially the applicants. You know, they're giving their time and making this possible. Even without the hosts talking, this program will still keep on going with uh, with the facilitators just working it all out. It's just a stream, but you know, making BrainMesh possible for online setup, especially during the pandemic, is really hard. So props the to them facilitators and the people who made who trained the facilitators and made this uh like
True, true.
who planned it all out essentially. So Sir Delia, are you do you want to give us your thoughts on how today's event went so far?
Well, I'm sorry, I cannot start my video. I think I'm having a problem here. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I really think it's tough. Well, just like Mom Jeda mentioned earlier, probably because of the time pressure. For the initial rounds, I think the questions were quite reasonable, except for the mathematics, of course. But yeah, again, because of that 30 seconds need to be you only need 30 seconds to solve those problems. That makes it difficult. So yeah, it is really, I would agree. This one is a very prestigious competition, and good job to those who developed the questions, those who really facilitated this quiz, okay, and also the participants. They're really good to really accept this challenge.
Thank you, Sir Delia.
Thank you.
Moving on to the yeah, right now we're gonna have to present our certificates to the participants and the judges. Thank you. So
Ayun, being heard na.
Kenneth and Erin, take it away. Oh, it seems they're not on call. Or are they?
Yo, I fixed my mic. Let's go. Okay, wait lang. Where are they?
Anyway, sorry. At this point, it's too late to say, but this concludes the final phase and the contest proper. We've been rambling on them for a few minutes already. Before we proceed to the awarding of the winners, we would like to express our heartfelt gratitude to our judges for giving their free time and effort for the success of this event. To give our token of appreciation to our judges, may we call on Mr. John Kenneth Asuncion, BrainMEsh Inter-University. Go ahead.
Philippine Society of Mechanical Engineers, University of the Philippines Student Unit awards this certificate of appreciation to Dr. Christian and Delia in grateful acknowledgement for his distinguished and invaluable services rendered as judge for the BrainMEsh Inter-University, thereby contributing to the success of the event given on the 16th of April 2021.
Thank you very much. Again, I'm sorry, I'm having a problem with my video, but thank you very much for having me participate in this very prestigious occasion.
Thank you, sir. Next, for our second judge, his certificate of appreciation is awarded to Engineer Jeda Meipi Aberilla in grateful acknowledgement for her distinguished and invaluable services rendered as judge for the BrainMEsh Inter-University, thereby contributing to the success of this event, given on the 16th of April 2021.
Thank you.
Please pause for a commemorative picture. Thank you.
All right.
Oy, sabihin niyo naman kung sabihin niyo naman kung nag-picture na.
Okay, sorry. I took the. I think I took the screenshot. Wait lang.
And
Wait lang. I mean, to be fair, nasa live stream naman. So hopefully, meron tayong copy sa live stream. But okay, yeah, we took the photo already. Thank you, Ma'am Jeda.
thank you, ma'am.
Okay, so now we are going to have to award the certificates of participation. May we call on Miss Maria Erin Daphne Reton, BrainMEsh Inter-University. Go ahead. Take it away.
Okay ka lang.
The Philippine Society of Mechanical Engineers, University of the Philippines Student Unit awards this certificate of participation to the schools for actively participating in BrainMEsh Inter-University, given this 16th of April 2021, held via Discord and Zoom.
We will be sending the certificates of participations to your emails now. Last March 26, 117 participants took the preliminary exam and one participant stood out among the rest. The top scorer is from Bulacan State University, Team 1. Congratulations to Jose Kristen V. Eusebio. Please He's also the winner, or at least part of the winning team for BrainMEsh.
JC Eusebio.
JC, please turn on your camera.
Excuse me. Wala, di ko po kasi maayos yung camera ko. So, yung mic lang po yung available. Sorry po.
Alright.
Sorry.
That's okay. It's understandable. Anyway, moving. We'll just take a photo with your team. With your team. Yeah, also one. All right. Smile for the cameras. 3, 2. Wait, sorry. Okay. 3, 2. Oh wait, no, we're still waiting for Kenneth. Hello. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Smile. Alright, thank you very much, teammates of Jose, JC Savio. Anyway, we're moving on to the moment we've all been waiting for, the awarding of the winners. For the second runner-up, congratulations to... Sorry, wait. Give me a few moments. Bulsu Team 3. Please turn on your camera so we can have a picture taking. Bulsu Team 3. 1. We're missing one more for Bulsu Team 3. Alright. Alright, so can the judges also turn on their cameras to join the picture taking or no? Alright. Sige. Alright, so 3, 2, 1, smile. Alright. Moving on, thank you very much, Bulsu Team 3. Congratulations for winning second runner-up. Moving on to the next team. The first runner-up is Camarines Norte State College Team 1. Please come up and you're all in one.
Bon, sila Bon.
You're all in one camera. Convenient. Alright, so 3, 2, 1, smile. Thank you. Alright. And congratulations to your team for winning the first runner-up.
Thank you po. Thank you po.
And the champion of this year's BrainMEsh Inter-University is Bulacan State University Team 1. Congratulations. Please come up on in front. Yep. Alright. JC? Alright, JC's here.
Ay, hello po. Okay na po yung camera. Alright.
Congratulations. We're gonna be taking the photo in 3, 2, 1, smile. Alright. Thank you very much and congratulations to Bulsu Team 1. Oh, Team 1, yes. For winning this year's BrainMEsh Inter-University. Congratulations. Can we also do a redo of the top scorer photo? Just JC time. Yeah.
Thank
Can
you po,
you
thank you,
rewind
thank you.
the PowerPoint? One more, Ma'am Jeda. Sorry, one more, Ma'am Jeda. The judge. Okay. All right. Sige. All right. Ma'am Jeda's camera. All right, is on. All right. 3, 2, 1, smile. All right. Thank you very much, and congratulations to JC Eusebio
Thank you po,
for
thank you.
being top scorer. Congratulations. Moving on to the closing ceremony. We would like to congratulate all the participants for an impressive display of critical thinking and teamwork.
May we now call on the BrainMEsh University co-head for her closing remarks.
Thank you, Ken and Nico. Once again, congratulations to our top placers and to all the other schools. We know you did your best, so good job still. On behalf of PSME-UPSU, I would like to extend my gratitude to everyone for being with us here today. The school's coaches and participants, thank you for trusting us and participating in this competition. The judges, Dr. Delia and Engineer Averilia, thank you for guiding us. I would also like to express my sincere appreciation to Sir Jericho Manalo and all the other organizers for making this event possible. We appreciate your time and effort in participating in this year's BrainMEsh Inter-University, and we hope to see you again next year. Good evening and enjoy the rest of the night. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Maria Erin Daphne Raton.
It has been a pleasure
having all of you.
having all of you with us today. I'm Nico.
And I am Ken. We hope to see you all next
See
year.
you all next year.
Good
Good
evening.
evening.